Okay, hi there, it's Kim Willis again, and this is the last one in the series, the 5-day brand building challenge, day 5. Become a groupie. So what have we done up till now? We've looked at creating videos for YouTube. We've looked at Facebook Live. We've looked at getting people to give you a shout out, a testimonial. All good strategies. But I wanted to end with this one because I've done so well myself from the Facebook group as a result of using the Facebook group strategy. Other people that I've been training and working with, students of mine, they've done pretty well with the Facebook group strategy as well. Now, if you haven't yet started a Facebook group, now's the time to do it. Okay, so you can use this ultra short training video as a kind of a kickstart. You just got to get into the game. I'm not going to, I don't have the time to give you all of the finer points of starting a Facebook group. Perhaps you should wait for the next challenge. Well, no, I don't want you to wait for the next challenge, because I want you to get into action now. But I do run a challenge on how to set up a Facebook group every few months. But look, you're better off starting now. Get into the game and get the thing going. Even if it's imperfect, you'll learn as you go. Okay? And the way I look at it is that every new member that you add to the group is a lead. It may be an unqualified lead, it may be lukewarm, it may be cold, but the idea is that they join the group, and then over a period of time, some of those cold people will become warm, even hot leads for you. Okay, so it works pretty well if it's done properly. If you don't do it properly, it's like anything. If you don't do it properly, you're going to have a bad result. It's as simple as that. It's just, it's pretty logical. And of course, most people want to take shortcuts, and then they wonder why it doesn't work. So obviously, taking a shortcut is okay if it makes sense and it doesn't take away from the objective of building a powerful and potent Facebook group. So nothing wrong with shortcuts, but when people start taking other types of shortcuts where they try and avoid doing the core things that must be done, well, then they're going to have problems. All right, let's get started. We'll have a look at the topics: why you need a group, theme for your group, branded to you, creating a community spirit, and tips to add members. Now, before I go any further, let me also say this. If you have a Facebook group already, I would still do the challenge, this day 5 challenge. Okay, you've already set up your group, but perhaps use it as a catalyst to take your group to the next level. You may get more enthusiasm as a result of watching this short lesson. Okay, so whether you've got a group or you haven't got a group, play the game, participate in the challenge, and have fun with it. All right, let's get started. Why you need a group? Reasons. Well, it's great for your brand, and this is a brand building challenge, so this one fits perfectly. It's great for your brand because you're the one that started the group. It's your name at the top of the group. It's branded to you. It's great for your brand. It's got to be good for your brand. And you're adding people who are in your niche. Okay, so they have an interest in the topic, presumably. Otherwise, why would they join it? So in that sense, it's better to have a group and doing business within your group than it is to do business just via your personal profile. But in point of fact, we do both. But there is certainly an advantage with a Facebook group over the personal profile. It establishes you as the leader, and as you probably know already, people gravitate towards leaders. People are looking for a leader to follow, and they get to a certain point of frustration with their business or whatever, they start looking for a leader. So the question has got to be, and I've mentioned this before, but the question has got to be, who is going to be the leader for these people? Is it going to be you, or is it going to be someone else? It's just a fundamental question. A fundamental decision has to be made. You have to make that decision. And hopefully you'll make it you'll make the right one, that yes, you are going to be the leader, right? You become the leader, magic can happen and will happen if you do the correct follow through and take care of all the detail associated with any given strategy. So you've got to position yourself as the leader. You make the decision as the leader. You're not just a nice person, you're a nice person with leadership ability, and you want people to follow you. You want to enroll people in your vision for your group, for your business, for your industry, whatever. You want to do that. You want to enroll people in your vision, your idea. Because the reality is that most people don't have any vision, or very little, and they don't really have much of an idea as to what to do with their business or their lives or whatever. So you can help them do that, and you can certainly help to do it with a Facebook group. It's a good way to generate leads for obvious reasons. So they're the two, and it's also good to convert the leads. I don't think I've got it listed, but it's also good from a conversion point of view. But don't get me wrong here. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. When I say it's good from a lead generation and a conversion point of view, it's good only if you do the things that must be done to create the leads, the warm leads, and convert a few of them into sales and sign-ups and new members or whatever it is that you're wanting to promote. Okay, so it's not a panacea. The group will help to establish the right environment, but it won't do all of the work. The group itself will not do all of the work. You have to do some additional things, sometimes outside of the group, to make the sales. And in particular, we're talking about, using the effective use of a tool such as Facebook Messenger, which is critically important. So if the sales are going to be made, the sales will generally come as a result of using Facebook Messenger and using it effectively. Okay, the group itself will not do it unless you're promoting an ultra small ticket product. You could promote that within the group, and people will just sign up without even thinking, perhaps. But if you've got a bigger plan, if you're involved with a bigger program, you're promoting high ticket programs or services or whatever it happens to be, you're going to have to dialogue with people one-on-one. Okay, so let's just get that real clear here. The group is like an incubator. Okay, it's like a people incubator, but it won't hatch the eggs necessarily. It'll stimulate interest. It will get people to put their hands up, and as a result of an offer that you might make. And it may not be a paid offer. It could be an offer for free information, a free report, or something like that, a free video, whatever. But you've got to absolutely create a strategy around your group that is not only designed to make you look good and build your brand, but also to generate warm leads every week and make some sales, get some paid memberships or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. It can generate leads fast. Okay, so when you add a new member to the group, as stated, that member, in my estimation, is a lead. Not a hot lead, not a warm lead, really an undefined lead at this point. But you do know that they have an interest in your topic, otherwise they wouldn't have joined your group in the first place. Okay, if you've done your work properly, you would have found out what their hot button is or their pain point, right? So you'll know something about that. So that's pretty good. If you give me 10 people with a known pain point and with a known interest in let's say my topic, I'm probably going to do business with one or two of them, and maybe more. Okay, so to me, if you have those sort of people and you add them to your group, it's only a matter of time before you make some sales and money. And of course, it's another free strategy. All right, now there's nothing wrong with paid traffic methods. It can work really well, but the risks are much higher when you use paid traffic methods. This is why I think it's great for people to start with the free methods first. Get some runs on the board, make your mistakes without spending $2,000 a month or $1,000 a month on ads, right? Because if you go down that pathway, you could easily spend $5,000 to $10,000 and Well, you still haven't made any money. So, to me that's just insanity. What you do is you use these free methods, get to understand your market, get to understand all the nuances of the market, all the finer details of a given strategy and so on, and then you can start doing some paid traffic, no problem at all. Theme for your group. Okay. Well, before you can create your group and do the header image and all of that, you've got to be clear about what your group is going to be about. And the best way to do that is to get a clear understanding of your niche and the needs and hot buttons and pain points of your niche. So as you can see there, you need to know the pain points of your niche. What is it that keeps them awake at night? That's a good question to ask, isn't it? What is it that excites them? What are their fears? And above all, can you solve their problems? Do you have something? Do you have a program, an opportunity, a product, a service? What do you have that will solve their problems? Okay? So you've got to firstly identify the pain points, and secondly be very clear that you have a way to help them solve the problems associated with those pain points, or that pain point. Could be a singular pain point, or there could be multiple pain points. Quite often there are multiple pain points. All right. Write a description for your group. So now that you've done your research, you know what your group is, you know what your niche is about, you know what the pain points are, the hot buttons, what turns them on, etc. Okay, well, you would fashion a description around the pain points. Don't talk about yourself too much. Just you can share a snippet of your life, like a mini hero's journey. 1 paragraph, 2 paragraphs, that's about it. You see, you don't need to spill all that stuff straight away, particularly with people that don't really know you. As people get to know you and they warm to you, they have more respect, then they want to know more about you, the person. Okay? But just to be dumping a whole lot of you-centered info on people now, at this early point, is probably not smart. Okay? So, just write a description, because there is a description box in there for when you set up a group, and it's real easy. I'm not going to show you how to set it up, but it's real easy to set up a group. You click on the groups tab on your home page on the left-hand side, and then there'll be a prompter there, set up your own group, and just click on that and then just follow it through. It's dead easy. But you need to write a description for your group, and overwhelmingly it would be about the pain that these people are experiencing, and then you want to let them know that the objective for your group is to help them solve these problems. Okay? That's it. It's about them, it's not about you. Sometimes I see people set up a group and then I read the description, I think, oh my God. It's all about them, it's all about them, it's all about the person that starts the group instead of being about the target audience. Right? Just stop thinking about yourself. We don't care about you. We only care about us, kind of thing, So when somebody reads it, they're thinking, well, what's in it for me? There's nothing here for me. All this guy is doing is going on his own little ego trip. So, but obviously, if you've got some success or something like that, well, you'd make mention of it. That's important, because that will also help to improve your credibility and your authority. So if you've made, you made your first $50,000 online and you're promoting some kind of a biz op, all right, well, you'd mention that for sure. And that's not bragging, that's just stating a fact. So it's a matter of striking a judicious balance between the different elements that a description needs to include. But that said, don't agonise about it. You can always change it. It's not like it's set in stone or concrete. You can change your group description. So for now, just write something, maybe 4 paragraphs, and that's it. You're done for now. Formulate your contents. See, I want you to get the group started straight away. I want you to get it started within an hour of watching this. Okay? 2 hours max. Okay? We don't want perfection. We don't want perfection. We want you just to get into the game Get into the game, and then you can tweak and fine-tune it over the next few weeks. I want you to get in the game. Formulate your content strategy. What is that? That's the next point there. You can't formulate a content strategy until you've done completed the first 3 points, in my opinion. Okay? Because when you write your description, that will help to flesh out your understanding of the pain points and concerns of people within your niche. So that's pretty important. You have to do those things first. You don't formulate a content strategy first. You do that last. So once you've done the rudimentary things, you do your content strategy. You formulate your content strategy, and away you go. Well, and when I'm saying content strategy, well, you could think, first of all, how much content are you going to post each day to your group? How many times are you going to post? And what sort of content? Why don't you come up with a few titles, 10 different topic titles or something like that? Is it going to be more text-based post, or is it going to be favouring video or Facebook Live or something like that? You're going to also include picture quotes, and because be careful with them. That's a lazy way to do content, very lazy. And don't get me wrong, I use picture quotes from time to time. I used to do it a lot more, but I just realised that they really don't say much. It's just a feel-good thing. You don't get any leads from it. You get the leads from your videos, your Facebook Live, and your text-based content. That's where you get the leads. You don't get them from picture quotes. Okay? So just be real clear on that. Okay, branded to you. So what are we talking about there? Well, you design an attractive header image. It's got to be a good image. Now, you can try and do it yourself, and I've seen some of the do-it-yourself examples. They don't look all that great. Certainly not great from a branding point of view, but, if you're not prepared to pay a bit of money to build your business, well, that's the result you're going to get. But on the other hand, if you're a dab hand at design work, use Canva or something like that, you come up with something that looks pretty good. If you've got one of the publisher tool like Microsoft Publisher or something like that, you might be able to come up with something. I am not good at design. I'm the first to admit it. It's one of my weaknesses. I wish I was better at it. I know it looks good. I just don't know how to create those attractive designs. I have no idea at all. So I've got a team, an outsourcing team, it's a done-for-you team, and I just get one of them to do the image for me. They always do a better job than I could do. Post your description, of course. You've already written it. Create another post, a pinned post. So you've got an option. You've got 2 options to strut your stuff. Okay, as a permanent fixture of your group. First one is a description on the right-hand side, and then the pinned post is in the newsfeed area. And then all you do is you just write something. You say something like, "Welcome to my group. So excited to get this group up and running. The theme for the group is XXXX. Here are a few rules for the group. No spam, no this, no that." And that's it. So you finish that off, and then you post it, and then you click, and you turn into a pinned post. You click just above where the post is, and there's an option there, a drop-down box just above the post, and then you can pin it. And then it sits there at the top of the newsfeed. Okay? So that's branding, isn't it? Yeah. Now, create a community spirit. That's also important. Different ways to do it. Encourage engagement. How do you do that? Well, if they make a comment, you reply to their comment. There are different ways of doing it, but that's one way. Of course, publishing good content is important. You won't get much engagement if your content is bad. If it's rubbish, it's nonsense content. So as long as you focus on the pain points, you're probably going to get some good engagement. Okay, but always reply to them, so that helps as well. Encourage member posting. You don't set yourself up as the sole source of content. I've seen that happen a few times, and it's not good. It's not good. We're wanting to create a community spirit because it engenders a feeling of oneness. It brings people a little bit closer together. Of course, it's nowhere near as potent as an offline community that you're building, but that's just this is digital. It's not. It doesn't have the power of an offline community or organisation or anything like it. But you just keep chipping away. You just keep chipping away, and gradually some people, and it's only going to be some, because most people are backsliders, most people are slack, most people are uncommitted. It's like they're wandering down through a desert in a fog. Okay, and that's just the way it is. Don't get despondent. Don't get despondent because only 5% of people are engaged, or 10%, whatever. Don't get despondent. I don't care. I don't care. I couldn't care less about those who don't. I only care about those who do. So I just focus on the people who are active and engaged, and to heck with the rest of them. That's it. Might sound a bit harsh, but that's it. You've got to protect yourself so that you protect yourself mentally from disappointment. Okay? Shout out technique. This is where someone's doing something nice in a group. Let's say they're the top commenter for the week. Okay, you give them a shout out at the end of the week. All right? That encourages engagement. You do things like that. You can give people compliments for other things and tag them. Always tag them. Another way of doing it is the messenger method. Every day you talk to, say, 3 members of your group, or 5. You pick a number, and you just engage with them. Say, hey, it's great to have you as a member of my group. Is there anything I can help you with at the moment in terms of? And then you mention the pain points. Okay. Will everybody respond? No, because most people are uncommitted. That's just the way it is. They're the ones who sort of trudge through life in a fog, as I say. That's it. You don't worry about them. Or you can follow up. What I often do is I follow them up a day later with a ping, a word ping, or a question. This one works well. Just a question, busy. Just the word busy with a question mark. I do that one, and that'll flush out a few more who will answer your first comment, answer your comment on Messenger. But Messenger is a mighty powerful tool, and it will encourage more people to visit your group. And you can also remind them to make sure that your group is one of their favourites. So you ask them that. Have you made it one of your favourites? Okay? Because if you do, then they're going to, in the notifications, they're going to be seeing your stuff more frequently. That's important. Just another point, another way to get to engagement, a survey. Facebook gives you a survey tool, and you can use that. You can create a survey. That will help encourage engagement. Challenge. Run a Facebook challenge. Run a challenge on Facebook. Now, I haven't included that strategy. In this series. Maybe I should add it, but it's only a 5-day challenge, so I just ran out of time. I ran out of days. Okay, so I have various other ways to build your brand. Obviously, I have many other ways to build the brand. I've been building a brand for 11 years, so there are lots of different ways. I'll just pick 5 good ones. They're not the only ones. Just keep that in mind. This is not the definitive list. All right. Now, tips to add members. What have we got here? Start with Facebook friends. That's pretty obvious, isn't it? But make sure they're people who are niche specific. They have an interest in your topic. Email list. If you're already in the internet marketing game, I mean, using an email list is great. I've been doing email marketing for many years. It's probably about 8 years now, and I've done great with email marketing over that time frame. So you could promote your group there, all right, and get members from that. If you've got a blog, do the same thing. You can even add a tab page. You can add a page to your blog, and you can title it FB Group or something like that. And then they can they visit your blog, they click on that, and then that'll take them straight through to your group, and then they can make a request to join. You can also promote your group in your blog post. I do it at the bottom of the blog post. Virtually every blog post I create promotes my Facebook group. YouTube videos, you can do it in there. So if you've got a YouTube channel, we've covered this week. We've covered the YouTube idea, the YouTube strategy, another great way to build your brand. So in the description box and for the video that you've just uploaded, you can promote your group there. Okay. So there's lots of different ways to do it. Twitter and Instagram, if you're active on either of those platforms or even both of them, you can promote your group there. So the idea is you're driving people from all over the place into your group. All right. That's it. That is it. Other groups, sorry. Forgot that. Other groups, yes, you can find members in other groups, and I've got students who are doing that as part of their core strategy. They're active in other groups and they find members all the time. And some people that I've been working with, they've built a group of hundreds and hundreds, consisting of hundreds and hundreds of people within a few months, and many of those people have come from other groups. Okay, that's it. And that's my membership sites. Gee, you should get involved with this. I've given you some good tips this week, I think. But if you're going to master a topic, you really have to go deeper. You have to understand the finer points, the detail associated with the given strategy. Now, a lot of people don't want to do that. They're always looking for a quick fix, okay? And if that's you, well, you can click off right now. But in 12 months' time, you'll still be struggling because you haven't mastered the detail. Detail is everything. It's a huge thing. And if you talk to any successful business person, as I've done over the years, and I ask them, what in your opinion, what are the key ingredients that someone needs to be a successful business person? And they'll list a bunch of different reasons, like fearlessness and leadership abilities, creativity, the ability to think laterally, good problem solving, all the rest of it. But I've had a lot of these people say to me, detail mastery is another critical aspect. Detail mastery. You've got to master the detail. So I've got a new program. It's a mini program. It's not a personal coaching program or anything like that. But I've got a new program. It's called Try Build a Core. Pretty awesome, I think. You get a lot for the money. You don't get one-on-one support, but you do get some group support. So it's pretty good from that point of view. There's plenty of detail-oriented training as well. And price-wise, let's say it costs less than a couple of meals at a mid-range restaurant. That's about it. Yes. So, money is definitely not an object for this particular product. So I can't accept your excuse if you say I can't afford it. If you really can't afford it, what are you doing? But yeah, I would say get involved with that, and that'll get you. That will give you the detail. It'll give you a lot of the detail, not all of it, but it'll give you a heck of a lot of really great detail on a couple of core strategies revolving around organic free strategies, and you become better and better at it. And hey, you're generating the leads, and you're starting to make some money now. Fantastic! Wouldn't that be great? So should be a link on the post somewhere, and you can sign up and get started. We'll add you to the secret group, and I do have a secret Facebook group specifically for this Try Builder program, and we'll get you started, and you'll have a lot of fun with it. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed the series. Why don't you give some feedback in the Tribe Builder group, and we'll certainly acknowledge you for that. That'd be great. All right, bye bye.